Yes, yes, yes. You already know who it is, man. It's a lit Friday, man. It's Nutty New Bucks, the RBN show. Let me correct that. The RBN show, because a lot of people get that messed up. I'm here on my sis. Sis, let me know who you are.
God's gift in the building.
Yes, yes.
T-Money, a.k.a. Latisha Dudley, as of now.
Yes. So we in the building, and we're about to get real crazy with the conversation once again. You know what I'm saying? So, Ms. Dudley, I want to ask you my first question.
Yes.
Why did you come for this interview today?
I came for this interview to tell my story.
Talk about
And
it.
I think a lot of people can learn from it.
Yes,
I mean,
ma'am.
I came from a crazy background, involved the streets, a lot of illegal activity. And I did a whole 360 and turned it into legally. And ain't no money like this legal money, because this legal money is wealth.
Exactly.
The street money just make you rich.
Yeah, I heard what you said.
When rich, it come in your hand and go back out.
Exactly.
Yes.
So you said you can't tell your story. Tell your story.
My story is, okay, I was T-Money. My name was T-Money.
Copy.
You know, allegedly, I was check ring. You know, a couple of y'all probably know about that. Check ring, you have to understand the bank system. You have to understand the rules and how they operate if you want to get any money.
Copy.
Without understanding how they operate, you don't know why they're rejecting you, and you know how to correct the problem. Copy. So I did that. That was my means of eating. I did a lot of things that I'm not proud that I did. But at the time, I had the mentality that if that was the only way I can eat, if I didn't do that, how was I going to eat?
Copy.
Welfare, Social Security, disability, whatever all them free government issue things was,
right.
Too much, it's not secure. It's too much inconsistency. You don't know if they're going to cut you off. It's not enough.
Right.
It's only enough. I mean, you have children, you want a little bit more than that. But so you have to do something else. You can't just sit there and collect that.
Copy.
So I fell back on doing illegal activities in the street. But, I had a gentleman get in my ear, and a very good dude. I mean, he really taught me a lot. He got in my ear and said, positive, very positive.
Copy.
What's his name?
His name is Walter.
Shout out to you, Walter.
Yes.
You listen to
Yes.
this.
His name is Walter. He got in my ear and just was like, and you talk to people and you tell them what you really want to do.
Copy.
So I went back to school.
Ooh.
I went to college.
Nice.
I went to
Can you
college.
say that again for the youth? She went back from the streets.
Yes.
And
college.
she went to college.
To college.
360.
Yes.
360
You did
for real.
that.
360 for real.
Talk about
I
it.
went to college. I got my degree. I'm still dibbling dabbling because I didn't have my security. But I did have one thing underneath my belt that can guarantee me positive income.
And what was that?
And that was how to do taxes.
Copy.
Okay.
How did you jump into doing the taxes?
Yes.
Actually,
I know a lot of people that do taxes and they do the turbo taxes.
Yeah.
It's different. So
Yes.
talk about it.
So now, when I started doing it, I went to H&R Block. I went to school.
Okay.
And when you get something, you don't really know the power of it in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing other people's taxes or turbo tax, and charging minimal. Then I'm like, about a few years down the line. I mean, when I say a few years, I mean like 3, 4. I started seeing positive results that I was giving people.
Copy.
Because I learned more in those 3 years. Now, don't get me wrong, I learned more about the tax law.
Copy.
And once I learned more, whatever I do, I like to be educated on.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
I
do my research, I do my due diligence. This was before college. I researched the tax law and seeing loopholes. It's like a lawyer. You know what I mean? They find you loopholes around things to make you beat your case. That's how you beat your case.
Copy.
So, law is law. So, if I find the loopholes around the IRS law, I can figure out how to get these people more money. What they deserve. They're hard-working, tax-paying citizens. You deserve, you need to see a result in all that hard work you did and all that money that's being garnished every week. Or whether it's weekly or bi-weekly, it's some money being garnished from your paycheck.
Right.
And I can guarantee you, the more you make, the more you're being garnished. There's people out here that's getting $1,000 taken from their paycheck. So when do you get that back?
Right.
If you know the law, you can get that back at the first of the year. You know what I mean? And so I learned so in order to see a higher refund during tax season, you have to live, you have to plan your life, your everyday life, you have to do tax planning.
You hear that?
Tax planning is important.
Listen.
That's what gets you a
Yes.
check. It is nothing. It's just being educated and living your life appropriately. Just like when you want good health, you live your life a certain way for those results.
Yes.
So if you want more money during the first of the year, you live your everyday financial usage a certain way.
Now, going back to school, because you said you went back to college, how was that going? How was that for you to come from the streets to turning your life around and going back to school to do the right thing?
Now, school, I mean, it took me 3 years, you know, but, you know, it was, I was excited. First, I was excited and, like, oh, I gotta go do homework.
Feel like a kid in the
It's
kitchen.
just like, it's like a good environment
Yeah.
because
There you go.
you get to meet people,
Yes.
and on top of that, you get to learn something that you didn't know before,
Actually,
right?
yeah, that was the most important
And
part.
that make you feel like,
Yes.
wow, like I really can do this.
I did online schooling, so when I found out that, you know, I'm doing my homework and I get to my harder semesters, I'm like, this is not as bad as I thought.
Copy.
You know what I mean? So then it became a pattern. You know what I mean? Once you consistently do something,
Right.
they say it takes, I believe, 90 days to break a pattern, or maybe a little more
Listen.
to break a pattern. So once you continue to do something, it becomes a pattern now. You know what I mean? So if you want to break a bad habit, stop doing it for a certain amount, for 90 days or more, and you will break it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it
Yes.
becomes a pattern. So now I'm like, okay, now I'm liking the school thing, and as I'm getting further and further, it goes like that. It really does, because once you get more engaged and
Let
more
me ask
interested.
you a question. When you was in school, that you had any like inspiration? Somebody look up to you and be like, "Oh, I was gonna give up school because of you. I finished school," or
You know what's crazy you said that, because I did have my daughter. I mean,
Copy.
and I was always the type of parent.
that's amazing thing,
I had
right?
children young, so I was always the type of people where you have people that say, "Don't let the kids see this." I let my kids in
Right.
what I was doing.
You have to.
You have to. So for them to see me make that 360 change, it's like, you know, to hear my daughter Angel, like, I'm so proud of you.
Right.
Like that right there was like, are you just kidding me? You proud of me? I gotta go harder.
Shut your
I
door.
gotta go. Shout out Angel
Yes,
Brown.
shout out to you.
Shout out
Yes,
Angel.
yes.
Copy.
What's her name?
Angel.
Angel, I'm Angela, so we good people.
Yes, yes.
You already know,
Yes.
family affair, baby.
Yeah, so, and it just kept me motivated. Then my graduation. So
Oh.
my graduation. Let's get to the good part.
How was the feeling? You have to
Before
catch
Before we get to the good part, where did you go to school at? Where are you
Yes.
from originally? Let the people know exactly where you're
I'm from
from.
Philly. Philly in the building.
Yes,
Philly in the
yes,
building.
yes.
Yes.
Philly in the building.
Yes, Philly, Erie Avenue, Philly in the building,
Erie
born and
Ave.
raised. You know what I mean? When they say from the tomb to the womb,
Exactly.
I was
Leave
born.
them behind
I was
nothing.
born and not sworn in.
Copy. So the schools that's out there in Philly, I know they're not like the schools
Well,
out here
actually,
in New York.
no, I went to online university. University of Phoenix. Because it was
Nice.
convenient for me. And also, now, mind you, I still had my tax office. So, but I wasn't really active in my tax office outside of tax season. So by me going to school, obtaining my degree, getting more education, I started adding more services to the office that I already had. And that's where you come in accounting, tax planning, payroll services, you know, and
All
I
that
started,
take part.
yeah, all that go underneath the financial umbrella.
Right.
And as I start bringing in those services, I start meeting a lot of more dope people.
Nice.
I met a life insurance investor,
Right.
salesman, and what he does is he sells life insurance.
Copy.
But a lot of people don't know that when you buy life insurance, that you can also borrow from it without being taxed.
Right.
It's like a 401k. Because the IRS doesn't look at it
Listen,
as...
this is knowledge, man.
The IRS doesn't look at it as a 401k, look at it as a life insurance policy.
Do
So
the person that has that good credit, or they go by the credit?
no credit at all.
Copy.
Only we have children. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You get it in your you get long term insurance. You get it for your children.
Copy.
They do it all the time. The Jewish been doing it all the time.
Exactly.
They've been doing it for years. Why go to the bank and borrow money? Yes, why go to the bank and borrow money when you could borrow from your life insurance policy with no interest?
Copy.
No
So
interest.
y'all hear that? Why borrow? Say it again for the people.
Why borrow from the bank when you could just take money from yourself? From This is how it's broken down. So the life insurance companies, they take your money and they invest it. And as they invest in your money, it grows. So after 5 years, it can possibly turn to $50,000. So if you have 5 policies, okay, and each policy in 5 years, you could borrow $50,000. That's investment income. That's money to buy down payment for a house. Then they pay off the house, because when you're buying a house, you always want to put anything you buy finance. If you put 25% down or more, you cut a lot of interest rate and a lot of financing fees. So that's important. So it's over 25% of what you put down on the house.
Right. So I know you say you're from Philly. Now, being from Philly, I know it's tough. It's rough out there. I know it's hard to stay focused because there's so much stuff going on out there. You said that you turned your life around. How did you stay focused and keep the mind frame of keeping the street mentality to the college mentality to the financial system?
Well,
and also, very important, people, she is a parent.
Yes.
So it's no excuse.
You could do it.
She just broke it down.
Yes.
It's no excuse for you to go to college. It's no excuse. The people say it's no money. It's money everywhere. If you don't get the money, it's because you don't want to. You don't go to college because you don't want to.
Right.
This is right here. She's just telling you everything.
Living proof.
What she did. She went from negative to positive. But continue to your question.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
So what kept me motivated and going was my children. Just knowing that they was proud of me, and that and then I started realizing as you get older, you started realizing like they're really going to be an imitation of you. Now, mind you, I have a 17-year-old, so I really need her to be an imitation of. So
you don't need to be an imitation. She needs to be the original. She has to be the original. Because no imitation here. Because we're behind nothing. We're going behind nothing. There's no imitation here.
Yes.
Everything is original.
Yes.
Yes, original.
Yes. But I just wanted, I wanted to get them a blueprint to follow.
Yes.
And then too, I was a gunshot victim. And I was a gunshot victim, got shot twice in the chest. I actually died on 2 times and came back. So that was a blessing. I couldn't walk. I couldn't talk. I had a trach. I had a colostomy bag. I mean, a lot of bad things happened.
Right.
And I had to bring myself back. And I believe, I was here for a reason. So I had to really get on my knees and pray for guidance. And that showed me where I need to be at. Because if I'm here for a reason, I need to perform. I need to be clear that what it is I need to perform.
Right.
And once I got that sign, I'm like, you're here to help people. You're here for a purpose. So I figured if I build, all the people that, when I was in the streets, I had a lot of people behind me. Right. So if I build something solid, and if I had them come on for that, I can have them come on for something way bigger. It's a way
positive.
Yes.
Something positive. You heard what she said. She was a gunshot victim. She died twice.
Yes.
She's here now, telling her story. So can't nobody say that.
God is good.
First of all, can't don't run in our vocabulary over here. You feel me? Try don't run in our vocabulary over here. So for her to be here today from Philly to the Bronx, telling her story is a blessing. You think what I'm saying?
With her 2 legs, her 2 hands,
and
her blessed mouth. Yes. For all those killers out there and all your gangsters that y'all want to take it to the street and all that.
Right.
This is her testimony right here.
Put them guns down.
To teach you, especially to the youth.
Each one teach one, man.
Especially to the youth. Because it's a God realm. It's a God realm.
That's a blessing. So my next question to you, your support team. Who's your support team? Because you said you was a gunshot victim. Gunshot victims, they go through a lot. You need a lot of support. So I need you to explain to the people exactly how you got out of that and who was your support system to make you be where you at now.
At that time, my support system was my fiance, Bo. He really held me down. When he came home, he really held me down. My children, when I couldn't walk, and I'm a very independent person. I have a lot to say. And at that time, I couldn't even bathe myself.
Right.
My children would literally bathe me. And just the stuff that they fed me and just the stuff they did, they was really and that's when I realized, Oh man.
God bless them.
Yes.
God bless her kids.
Yes.
God bless.
It's
Because
yeah.
of kids, they take care of their
man.
mother, they gonna go to heaven.
And
Because
let me say,
they
when I
have a
say my
heart.
children, like
Yes.
my oldest two, like my oldest Shakima. Shout out to Shakima. She held me down. She would wake up, make me breakfast. She would change. I'd be crying. She'd be like, "Oh, it's okay, Mom." And I'm just like,
How old she was at that time?
At that time, Shakima was 21.
Okay.
You know what I mean? 22. So
she was saying she was dealing with
and then
everything
when I
that she was
say
dealing with.
they had both parents, both parents ripped away from the home. One in the hospital, one in jail. So it's like they had the, my family was there, but they wanted to stay in the house and buying toiletries and, you know what I mean? My two oldest working together, like they held it down.
Exactly.
And they really was
Got you.
It really was.
Everything.
Yeah.
So, like I said, with you being a gunshot victim, besides your family supporting you, did you have any outside people that were supporting you?
I did have outside people support me. Because, I believe that, when you genuine to others, that same energy come back.
Copy.
I did have genuine people come in and check on me. I did.
I believe
if there's a way, there's a will, man. You can do it. You just gotta put your all into it.
Yes, it does.
I believe when you do
even
good,
now,
good comes.
my children are my cheerleaders, And then there's times I be like, oh, why does all keep happening to me? My daughter Angel, she said, well, Mom, God gave his toughest battles to his toughest soldier. And she said that snapped me right back. You know what I mean? My kids say stuff sometimes where you feel like the world is coming down. I have so many obligations. And like I said, I'm a financial service, so I service a lot of companies. So there's a lot of obligations. And sometimes stuff get overwhelming.
Let me ask you a question. What Team Money has in common to the person that you are today?
Good one, sis.
You know what? Let me be real.
RBN.
I know how.
You're going to be behind nothing.
I know how to get a bag and how to construct it. I always know where that money is.
Right.
And T Money knew where that money is.
Okay.
In the streets and how to get it through the streetway.
Okay.
Latisha know how to get that money through the law legally.
Okay.
Right.
So I reduce a lot of debt. You know what I mean? Because I know how to get that money legally.
So you basically put them two together.
There you go.
Gotcha.
When they say college mixed with street, I mean,
it's real.
It's
like
real.
A science. And you know what they teach you in college? The critical thinking. And I think they need to teach that in our schools. Because critical thinking is an asset to our everyday living.
Right.
It teaches you basically to don't listen to what you hear. Go do your research. Go through your homework.
Right.
Think everything out before you do it.
Right.
Because now you know all the ins and outs of it, so you know how to get around it.
Copy.
Now, you know how to get a wall in front of you. You either want to go into it, that means you want to keep just running the same problem.
Right.
You want to go on top of it, under it, or find a way on either side of it.
Now, question.
That's called critical thinking.
Did you run into it? Did you go around it? How did you maneuver yourself around all the trials and tribulations that you went through after you got finished, after that gunshot wound? Because after people get shot, they got that image in their head like, I can't do it, I won't do it, I can't. You did a whole 360. So I need you to explain to the people exactly how did that transpire.
I never ran into the wall. I always found, if I found that, it's never going to be the same avenue. You may find a way under it that you can finesse. You may find a way on this side of it, on top of it, or this side. Whatever one worked for me at that time, and it didn't, my morals wasn't in danger. You know what I mean? I took it. I knew it was right. I took it.
Got you.
I took it.
I got another question for you. What lesson did you learn when you came up, when you was able to actually get your life back together, walking, talking, being able to move again? What lesson did that teach you?
It taught me that anything that's worth keeping, you gotta work hard for.
Wow.
Yes.
And that's a fact.
You heard that?
I have a question.
Let us say that one more time.
It taught me anything worth keeping, you gotta work hard for.
I have a question.
Talk about it.
Your relationship as families, right? These two are cousins for most of y'all. For most of y'all don't know the school. We family.
Yes.
So I would like to know how was Team Money with New Bucks when y'all was growing up. How was it?
Well, you want me to take that one?
Go ahead, cousin. Go ahead.
Well, for that one, I grew up in
say
the
T Money
Bronx.
because T Money was his past.
Right.
And I was kids.
She was T Money and I was Nutty.
Who named you T Money and who named you Nutty?
Well, I had Nutty ever since I was like about 6, 7 years old.
Okay.
I was a bug out when I was young, so that's how I became Nutty. That's how I got the name Nutty. T Money, she gonna explain how she got T Money.
The street started naming me T Money.
What they call T Money?
When I started getting people bags in the street.
And how you feel when it like you was like T Money is my name? How was that?
I was never.
You had a tattoo.
What was
T Money
crazy?
or
No, what's
something?
crazy? I never was the one that like I'm T Money.
Okay.
Everybody else was the one like T Money, T Money.
Copy.
You know what I mean? So I never like. You know what I mean?
People used to call you T Money. They're like. You used to be like, who's T Money? Like,
No, I used to know it was me because I know I got through that bag. Get
See, I heard what she said though. Out of all that, she was getting people that bag. See, that after she came out from getting shot, she was still willing to help people.
Yep.
Yes,
And
yes,
that's the goal.
So T Money before and now is the same person because she's still doing the same thing.
But legally,
the right way, the right way.
The right way. That's why it's even.
Yes.
That's why I became wealth. It's not being rich. In the streets, we get rich,
Right.
and I'm quite sure everybody. When you're in the streets, you could touch a mill and don't even know you touched the mill
Copy.
because you just get rich. We buying this, we buying that. Somebody told me when you first start getting money, first thing you start doing is buying minks and cars and
Because that's what we used to.
Exactly.
Materialistic
And
stuff.
then too, we not used to. We getting rich. It's coming in our hand and out our hand.
Right.
Yeah.
So once
Right.
you becoming, it's like Meek Mill said, it's levels. It really is.
You know, so funny. I was about to ask you
Yeah.
about Meek Mill, but I want to go back to my question. I want to know how was y'all childhood as a kid? I
Well,
want to know.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000. As I grew up, I didn't know a lot of family. You know what I'm saying? And my father told me like, yo, you got family in Philly. I said, what? Say nah. I got up with my cousins from Philly. Mind you, all my cousins is females. She's a female.
Did she beat you up? Did she beat you up?
Nah,
I'm not that
we think once we got together as family, it was all love. You know what I'm saying?
It was like it was always there.
It was like we was right there together all the time. And she's my motivation because I seen her when she got shot. You feel me? I was there. I was in a hospital. I was up there physically, mentally. It was hurtful. So this is why she's my motivation. This is why she's here today to tell her story. You know what I'm saying? So as children, we didn't grow up as children. We grew up as adults. So at me saying that is, like I said, she's my motivation. She's my heart, and that's my family.
Yes.
And she got so much good spirit and so much positive vibes that I had to bring her to the RBN show for her to tell her story. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of people, the way our chemistry is, a lot of people would think that we grew up together. We didn't grow up together, but the love is strong. You dig? Cause I'll talk this
All the way
story.
1,000. All the way 1,000. I remember cousin came up. He got all right, cousin, come out.
Exactly.
Cousin stayed a couple of months.
and now I seen her from I seen T Money. That's who I met.
That's who he met, T Money.
T Money. You know what I'm saying?
I was on go. TTG, trained to go.
Exactly. And me, everybody know me. I'm always in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Positive movement, but I'm always in the streets. I'm always on the move. Once I went to Philly, it was no coming back to what I need to come back to in the Bronx. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to the Bronx. I love the Bronx, but Philly is my second home. You think what I'm saying? Because they made me feel loved. At that time, she was on the Grizzly. Now I see Latisha. Now she's a different person. Now this is who she's teaching. She's teaching me something that I didn't know. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let her continue telling her story.
She's my inspiration.
And what's crazy is I still get phone calls. That's why I said the devil is always working.
Always.
Still get phone calls like I don't do that. I guess they be temperature checking me. Call me later. I'm all the way 360.
Copy.
They don't hear me though.
Copy.
But I'm really all the way 360.
So I got a question for you. Making street money and making legal money, what would you tell the people which way is the best way to go? Because a lot of people think, oh yeah, legal money is too slow, I'm not going to get it that fast, it's taking too long. But when you're doing it the right way, what's the right way?
The right way is legal money because it's long-term money. Like I said, that becomes wealth. When we talk about wealth, we talk about income for your grandchildren. You know what I mean? Income for future generations. So, I mean, you're going to work hard for it, but, I mean, it's worth, in the long run, it's going to be worth, because like we're not going to be able to live off our 401k. A lot of people are getting Social Security and disability now. By
Right.
the time we get older, it's going to be expunged. It's not going to be no more for us.
Right.
So I mean, are you going to? So now what they giving out is going to be less.
Copy.
And then you have your 401k. It's going to be hard to live. That's living paycheck to paycheck.
Right.
When you worked hard through the year, why should you have to wait 65 to live paycheck to paycheck?
Copy.
What you work hard through the year for? And that's what that 401k
Yeah, hear what
does.
she's talking.
Yes.
Knowledge, man. Take heed to what she's saying, man.
And that-
You can do it. There's no way that you cannot
Absolutely.
come through your
Start
trials and
now.
tribulations. You
No
feel
matter
what I'm
where
saying?
you at, start
I'm
now.
about to start now too. I'm starting.
So
Right now.
another question to you is, when everybody's running for that bag. When you got that bag, what did you do with that bag?
See, I stopped looking to get the bag. You understand? I started to looking to get wealth. So then
Right.
shout out to me. I'm on my second property, free and clear.
That's a blessing. That's a blessing.
That's when I stopped getting that bag. Now, all I'm doing is getting wealth. You
Copy.
understand? Like,
Copy.
when I say I want my children to be secure.
Right.
You
Right.
understand? Like,
Let me ask you a
that's what I
question.
meant.
Any of your kids would like to, like you said, your motivation that you went to college, you own your property. Like any of your kids sit down with you or tell you, Mom, I would like to do something like you, or I would like to be like you. Can you help me? Like, cause it's always a child they follow their parents.
Right. It's always one. It's always
Or
one.
one or two, or maybe
know
the
what?
whole crew.
Absolutely.
But like Puff Daddy, like Diddy,
yes.
all his kids
Yes.
is following his footsteps
footsteps.
because he never gave nothing to them.
Absolutely.
He teach them like, if you want this bag like me,
You gotta get
you
it.
gotta get it.
Absolutely.
And the reason I said Diddy, because shout out to Diddy.
Did it?
I would like to meet you one day too. The reason I say to him, because I look up so much to him, because he's like a very inspiration to his family and to a lot of people. And
See money.
I relate
Yes.
him to you. You know, because
thank you. That's a compliment.
because Diddy was from Harlem.
Yes.
He went from negative. He went through a lot of things.
Yes.
I don't know you personal, but the little things I get to read about him, you
Yes.
know, he don't talk about money. He's not flashy. Like, you see him helping a lot of people. Like the other day, he was in the talk show. It was these kids, cancer, and they wanted him to dance with him.
I seen that.
And
that.
He
Yes,
do
he
things
did.
like that.
I seen
and
that.
I see you do things like that too. So it's like his whole family follow him. Also with you, your whole family follow you. You know, I wish somebody follows me one day.
Look, I'm with you. Look, we on the same
And
team.
so you know, I'm very big on family. You know, so.
Copy.
I mean,
So I see your inspiration. I see your hunger, but I don't see your hunger for money.
Right.
I don't relate to that.
It's
What
to
I
help
relate is
somebody.
it's
your
just love
love.
somebody. And what you
And then
said,
your love comes from your family. So the reason
Exactly.
I'm asking you, any of your kids,
actually,
really
I'm glad you
follow
asked
your
me that.
footsteps.
Because my daughter, Angel, she
that's
has a
so dope.
skincare line.
Nice.
It's called Nori Botanics.
Copy.
shout out to
And
that.
Shout out to
Nori
that.
Botanics.
Angel, you done
And she got the hydro mask and
Yes.
she does facials.
Well, before the show ends, we're gonna let everybody know them outlets where you can follow T
Yes.
Money, Latisha,
Yes.
and Angel.
Yes. So she has Nori Botanics. She does facials. And
Nice.
she's actually going to school now to be an esthetician.
Now, how old is she?
Angel is 26.
You can't tell me you can't do it. Age is
You
not.
can't.
It doesn't matter
Yeah.
what age you are.
And you know what's crazy? She tweaked her face care line a couple times. She's been out now. Consistency.
Right.
When I say consistency, get you to your finish line is so true. She petiqued it. She's been out for 4 years. Now it's perfect. Like, and it is good. A lot of people is buying it. She
Copy.
getting great sales.
Copy.
Nice.
And my this is Angel. My 17-year-old, I actually sent her to acting school and film school. She said she want to be an actor.
Oh, nice.
So I sent her to the art and acting theater, and I'm like, you know, if you want to be an actor, you're going to learn how to. She takes script writing classes.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
She takes acting classes,
Right.
and I also send her to Philly film school.
Copy.
So and you're gonna learn how to direct and film a camera.
So you see that structure? That structure
You
all
have
comes.
to build now. You have to start now.
Yes,
Structure. Yes.
So my question to you is, because you deal with financial services, right? So my question is to you, how would you explain to the people how to save and spend money when they trying to get to that bag? Because you got a lot of people out here, like you said, trying to get to that bag. So I want you to explain to them how do you save and spend money? Because in the black community, the Latino community, all we do is spend.
Yes.
Spend. We don't know how to save. So we need her to tell us how we can go about doing that.
And here's the blueprint. This is just a general blueprint. For more information, y'all can free to contact me. It depends on your budget.
Copy.
So let me just put a general budget out there.
Right.
And this is not based on low, middle, or high class. Because when I tell you the numbers, 50% of your income you spend.
Copy.
Okay, because you have to still maintain everyday life, pay bills.
Right.
50% of that you spend. 30% of that you invest.
Copy.
20% you save. Because let me tell you the difference between saving and investment.
Listen now.
A savings
You good?
fund is meant to save. A saving is never going to get you money. It's never going to make you money. An investment, something that it's like a flip. It's like the streets, people. It's the streets, people. It's a flip.
Just doing it the right way.
The right way. Changing the product and not the game. And that's the key word right there.
Copy.
You just change your product. It's about a flip. You invest in something that's going to bring you back a profit. You understand?
Copy.
Your savings, you can only save. Savings is meant to be like emergency fund. Because
Right.
a savings never going to get interest. You're going to always have to, something's going to happen. Your car is going to go down.
Right.
You're going to have something that you have to come for out of pocket unexpectedly. So that's what your savings for, / emergency fund.
Copy.
Let me ask you a question.
Talk to him.
This happens to a lot of people, even myself. For a person that would like to build a credit, you know, a lot of banks, they make you take money and you gotta pay the bank
That's not
to
good.
build the credit. How can you build your credit without you spending your money?
Good question,
You can
sis.
build the credit. You can build your credit by get a secured credit card.
Okay.
And when I say get a secured credit card, you can get it through your bank, Premium, Capital One,
Capital One, I heard they do good.
Capital One is secure. So basically, it's your money on the card. Because when you say fixing your credit, they want to see a pattern and you know how to pay bills.
Right.
So even with a cell phone bill, for a certain over 3 years, you pay it consistently on time. They report you to the credit bureau.
Right.
Yeah.
So now your points is going up. You know what I mean? You the secure credit card, you're showing that you know how to pay your bills on time.
Right.
But it's your money you're really spending.
Right,
You know
right,
what I mean?
right.
So you take a certain amount off and you leave it on there and you pay it on time.
Copy.
And you never use it too much because utilization also can bring down your score.
So for all you people that's out there that's scared to go to the banks, all you hood people that's scared to go to the banks to put your money, take your money from underneath
It's
the
not
bed,
doing that there.
the
It's
sneaker
not doing
box.
that there.
You feel what I'm saying? Go invest in a bank
It ain't
and
doing
go
that
put your
there.
money in there, man, because she's telling you the right way to do it. All that hiding your money in the bed and
not
keeping
doing
your
that.
money in the sock and in the sock in the closet,
Yeah,
it's
for
not worth it. You know what I'm saying? She's showing you the right way as first of all as a family person, as she is, as a business person, as she is, and as an individual that knows how to make money and save money, as she is.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes, you are.
Copy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let her give y'all all her insights and all her information, all the outlets, everything she need to let you know, cuzzo.
My name is Latisha Dudley. We also have a tax office here in New York, in Harlem. Phone number you could call. I don't know the New York office number by heart. Apologize for that. But you call 215-303-7425 to get any financial information you need, any financial questions you have. I'm willing to answer it, and I can also connect you to our New York office to get your tax prepared.
You hear that?
Do
So
you
you
have any
people-
social media?
Yes, I do. I have
Yeah, let 'em
TNT
know.
Finance. I'm not big on social media. I gotta get better with that.
Copy.
But on Facebook, I'm T Money. On Instagram, I'm TNT Finance.
Copy. So
And
y'all already
it's all
know.
about business.
Yes.
Don't
All
be trying
about
to be
business,
trying if
man.
it's not about business.
Yeah, if you want to learn how to get more money, more bang for your buck, call me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She got all the insights, all
Yes.
the information for you. You feel me? You already know what it is, man. It's Nutty New Bucks,
God's gift.
Yes.
T Money
T Money.
on the RBN show. You already know, man. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. You already know.
And don't forget something. Hump the world.
Yeah, make sure y'all subscribe to that Hump the World. Y'all see the love. And we out of here. Deuces.
Wrestling game, just trying to maintain and make a little change. Niggas want to slander my name just to get ahead in the game. They want to step on my toes and throw me balls, but fuck that. I'm from these streets. I'ma make these niggas feel my heat. I'ma rip this game up like it's a piece of meat. I'ma grind to the top to cop me a drop. I got an X5 partner on the block. You niggas want to shine the fame and the glory. I'm trying to buy 10 homes, at least about 3 stories. What you know about changing the product and not the game? Using your third eye just to maintain. The difference between me and you grinding just to get by. And cop some shines. I'm grinding to the top, ain't gonna never stop. They used to call me T-Money. My product's always selling, baby.
Yeah! From Philly to NY, you heard? From Philly to NY. You already know I am. You already know I'm doing that.
Yo, you know that part? You know that.